Take my hand, my friends. We're gonna take a stroll into the Wasteland.
Watch it, Alan. I'm shooting.
A boy and his dog. A Boy and His Dog is a darkly comedic post-apocalyptic movie from 1975. Post-apocalyptic movies are a fascinating genre showing what would happen after an event wipes out civilization. How would the world work in chaos and disorder? Before you had the Mad Max movies, you had A Boy and His Dog. Most of these movies take place after World War III. This one takes place after World War IV. We follow a young boy named Vic and his dog Blood. The two travel through the wastelands fighting off marauders looking for food, weapons, and, well, women. What makes this movie interesting is that Vic and Blood have a psychic connection, with Blood talking to Vic in his mind.
You're so funny when you're sexually frustrated.
I'm funny enough to kick you upside the butt. I said fine, and I ain't kidding.
One does not say ain't, Albert. Simply say, I'm not kidding.
Fine, dog meat. And stop calling me Albert.
How you would stone a poor defenseless animal, wouldn't you?
The relationship between the two is the best part of the movie. Vic represents how humanity has basically become animalistic, and Blood is kind of the last remnants of humanity. He's more human than most of the humans in this movie, and he remembers all the history before the war. Blood has a quick wit, and the banter between the two is very entertaining.
You expect me to believe that you can whip her and there ain't no other dog in the whole joint that's caught her yet?
You forget my infallibility, Albert. That's foolish.
No, I didn't forget. I just don't believe it.
Vic is by no means a good person. He's actually pretty damn cold in his quest for women.
Hell, I didn't have to cut her. She could have been used 2 or 3 more times.
War is hell.
Usually this is a problem when the main characters are assholes that only care about getting their dicks wet. It bothers me. But here it makes sense. All Vic has really ever known is this harsh world. Vic was born in 2006 and World War IV took place shortly after that. Boy, I tell you, those 2 world wars were a real pain in the ass, weren't they? So all he really knows are the 3 basic instincts of survival: food, protection, and reproduction. You get why he's selfish, because this is a very selfish world.
I detect no living female person within my range, sir. I have sniffed and I have cast and I have a negative reading. However, I'd be delighted to tell you a suggestive story if you think that would help.
Pass.
In regards to Blood, most people say they would take a dog like Lassie or Rin Tin Tin, but I'd take a dog like Blood any day of the week. Blood was played by a dog named Tiger, and he has to be one of the best animal actors ever. In fact, it was actually considered to nominate him for a Best Supporting Actors nomination in the Oscars. I'm disappointed that they didn't follow through with that. I mean, yeah, he wouldn't have won, but hey, at least it would have shown that the Academy has a sense of humor. Hell, when Castaway came out, I thought that Wilson should have been nominated for Best Supporting Actor, and I stand by that.
I hope the next time you play with yourself, you go blind.
The movie is known for being a dark comedy. Very dark in some places, but you still have some fun moments. My favorite scene has got to be when Vic and Blood go to this junkyard that has been made into this makeshift movie theater. They sit down, watch the pictures, and banter back and forth. I also like how, even though everything has been destroyed, people are still trying to hold on to some form of civilization. That being watching dirty pictures.
Get your ass over there. I want to sit there.
How can you enjoy a show without popcorn?
I really like the world they created here. You really do feel like this whole story is taking place in a much bigger picture. One warning for those watching this movie: the third act takes a turn away from the Vic and Blood storyline. Blood disappears for a little while, and Vic is taken into the underground, where a society of 1950s cosplayers are in need of fertile men. The males in the society are sterile, so in order to have a future, they kidnap men from the world above and then farm them for their sperm.
Tomorrow, Chapter 4, Alaska.
The scenes in the underground society aren't bad, they're actually really good. It's just that you miss blood and you miss the back and forth between him and Vic. A Boy and His Dog is actually very influential to the post-apocalyptic genre. Director George Miller has said how A Boy and His Dog inspired his movie The Road Warrior. And for all you video game fans out there, the very popular video game series Fallout has taken inspiration from A Boy and His Dog as well.
She's moving again!
I have to say, this is probably my favorite post-apocalyptic movie. It's strange in a charming kind of way, and the two lead characters are very intriguing. And I don't mean strange in an abstract, art house kind of way, just strange in the way the story goes. And I just gotta talk about the ending real quick. I won't spoil anything, but I just gotta say it is funny, but in a very, very dark way. Check this movie out if you're a sci-fi fan, if you're a dog movie fan, if you're a post-apocalyptic fan, or just if you like a good movie, give it a watch. Now let me ask you, have you seen A Boy and His Dog? What do you think of it? And what's your favorite human-dog relationship in a movie? This is your buddy Justin, here to remind you that the Grindhouse will never die. Who here wouldn't want to talk telepathically with their dog? Other than cat people.